Hi, Cancer. Welcome. This is the Feminine Inquisition. My name is Tiffany. We're doing your reading. This is just going to be what comes out, right? Maybe what's coming towards you, what you look forward to, what you're building. I don't know. This is going to be for Cancer placements that are working for you or Cancer people that you want to check up on. We're going to use the before tarot. We're going to clarify with the after tarot. And I've got an oracle, wisdom of the ocean for you, okay? All right, let's go, Cancer. Let's get into it. Like I said, we'll just take 6 cards and we'll see how the message is guided to be for you here and now. 3 of Wands, the Devil, the Sun, the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Swords, Allah, and the 10 of Wands. Okay, things are about to get heavy, or they've been heavy. Bottom of the deck, the Tower. They've been heavy, and they're going to get a little bit heavier. I guess it depends on how much you go with the change. Okay, what does that mean? I think there's a brightening of your soul, your spirit, your happiness. You're going to be a little bit more connected to yourself, a little bit more connected to your dreams, a little bit more connected to your heart. You're going to be able to speak more clearly, feel as if you are crowned by, I don't know, a curiosity, a wonder, a very kind of whimsical way in which you could, if you think about it, this person is bowing as the cup is being offered, and it's a blessing to him. And so in this way he receives, which is also another kind of bowing. And then here, this childlike angel brings a crown, and the hands are raised to grab it. The wisdom is being bestowed upon you with the sun. That's the breakthrough, the bright light. And I don't know what you've been sitting in this energy here, right? The 3 of Wands is waiting on something. It is the sun in Aries, so there's an idea, an independence, a freedom, an initiation you want, and you're waiting. And there's the Devil. I think I'm going to go straight to the Devil because I don't really get it. I know that when we're in the 3 of Wands, fear does creep up, right? And so we got to have this attitude that we anticipate greatness. We got to kind of hold steady and strong, not necessarily a fake it until you make it, but learning how to not feed thoughts that are going to cripple you, right? The energetic, the vibration, the frequency. 10 of Cups is creeping out. We're going to put it back in. And then one more shuffle. Show me the Devil. Might have to do with family. This could be a naysayer in your family, in your circle. What's the Devil doing here, please? What's the Devil saying? What's the chains about? 7 of Pentacles. Feeling like you have invested too much, taking too much time to think the thing through. I got the 3 of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Are you sitting idle on something? Are you, as you're waiting, trying to fill your time being bored, so just consuming yourself with, kind of when you want to be distracted, when you're procrastinating, and so you're being social, drinking, going out. And I'm not saying that you are actually drinking, although you could be, but it could just be anything, any form of pleasure, right? What I do know is that this would be discernment, taking the time to understand what to invest. And this, you haven't yet been able to use discernment because the Devil is tricking you, and the Devil is always a liar. A liar about 3 of Cups and the Queen of Cups. So how much love is there and available for you in this life? How well you know yourself, how well you take care of yourself, what kind of lover you may be, what kind of nurturing person you may be, what kind of safe spaces your friends and connections are provided by you. And then that helps you to furthermore not know how to invest in them, right? That's a feedback loop. So the Devil is rocking you from seeing things clearly. Can I see this Knight of Cups? There's something that you're feeling quite vulnerable about, ready to be vulnerable about. Something that is in your heart. What is this Knight of Cups for Cancer? What's this Knight of Cups for Cancer? Tower again. Wow. What's in your heart is this going back and forth about making a huge change. Either downloads are coming in through to you in the dreams or in the light of day, or in your mind as there's being this triggered response. Your ambitions, your goals, and the big picture is being questioned right now, and you're trying to understand how you can juggle this. Now, I don't know if the big picture is something that you feel is the change you're really working towards, or if you feel like the big picture is no longer something that you desire. Your sun, your long vision, your idea of happiness is changing, and that's why the Tower is here 2 times. There's a lot going on at the moment for you. I'm not sure. I'm not sure that it's pleasant, but I don't get a sense that it is terrible, because there is you shooting an arrow here. There is you getting downloads of information here. You're not in the dark. Here you are balancing. 1 foot is on the ground. So you are not like a victim of this. What do you understand? Show me the Queen of Swords. What do you understand? Now, this could be something that you are perceiving, you are learning, you are speaking, or this could be some truth that comes towards you and makes you sit with the 10 of Wands. Show me, what is this Queen of Swords for Cancer? I've got the Knight of Wands in reverse, followed by the Temperance. Okay. So what you understand is something about bad, impulsive behavior and a will to, well, a will to get it settled, a will to pour out and alchemize and change whatever has been confusing up until this point. This is the settling of your consciousness. This is the clarity coming in, and it does change your disposition into a more balanced approach. And here's you going from what was not sure how to use discernment to getting clear on the work that you've already completed. And maybe that's why the 10 of Wands is here, instead of it being what I originally perceived as exhaustion or hard burdens, is you feeling like the actual way in which the 10 of Wands is, which is completion energy. Yeah. Okay. So what are you complete with? Show me. With the sun in your sign, you see something completely. Tower. Yeah, I know. Let's just calm down. Just calm it down. Let's get back in. One more shuffle. What do you see completely? 10 of Cups, 6 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, Page of Pentacles. Let's go one more. 10 of Pentacles. Wow. To go from 10 of Wands to 10 of Pentacles. Also 10 of Cups, 6 of Cups. There's a strong sense of struggle These are two beasts. A lesson learned and what can be positively gained and contributed to the legacy. Here's the Three of Cups again. King of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Four of Pentacles. The Lovers, the Two of Pentacles again. So I think what's strange to me is that you have this Ten of Cups, which is this great sense of happiness. Yes, it's the before tarot, so you see the rainbow, but you have then a nostalgic card of the past. So there is a memory here about what it used to be like in this Ten of Cups. And then there's this. And this is under the Sun and under the Knight of Cups. This is being separated. And this is being guarded. This is the pentacle that you choose from this juggling. And this Tower is actually a great benefactor that brings you to this 10 of Pentacles, which is the stability that you're looking for pre-heartbreak. Now, heartbreak doesn't have to be with another, but pre-confusion with the devil, where you didn't feel like you had discernment. All right. Let's look at the 10 of Cups. Clarify for me, who's in this 10 of Cups, please, and thank you. For Cancer, who is in this 10 of Cups for Cancer? The King of Wands. You got the Knight of Wands over here in reverse. Here's the King of Wands in reverse. So that's the same person. Queen of Cups here. That's you. So this is someone that doesn't show up in the same way as they once used to. But show me the Six of Cups. What are you thinking about? Yeah, you're taking your time. You don't want to make any decisions at this time towards independence. Both of these cards are a strategy towards independence. And that was what I was going to say, because you have the Three Cups plus the Six of Cups, as we have seen 2 times, are Nine of Cups, which is the independence. And I think that you're doing your best to not make a rash decision. This is why you're not making any moves. But the light is here to show you that maybe, perhaps, you're going to stand solo and keep what you've learned. Show me the Page of Pentacles. This is the piece. This is the piece that you learn that you take into the 10 of Pentacles. And even if you have a 10 of Pentacles by yourself, it's fine. Show me the Page of Pentacles for Cancer. Yep, the Fool. You will take a chance. And you will take a chance managing the situation as Emperor. Here's the Nine of Cups. This is what I just was talking about. You recognize that your happiness is very important, and actually you've been sacrificing way too much in a standstill, waiting. And even though you had your eye on the prize, and even though you've been on your best behavior, and even though you've been tempering your spirit, and even though the things are very bright and you can see them very clearly, and you've been juggling back and forth trying to maybe talk yourself out of knowing the thing that you know, because otherwise, once you recognize what it is that you know, you can't turn back, and there's a huge change in which you're going to have to make to call out on this Knight of Wands, King of Wands, perhaps the whole Wands community, that they are just full of shit, that they are full of shit. And you're done. You're done picking up the pieces for people who don't carry their own weight. Yeah. Show me the Ten of Pentacles, please. For Cancer. Ten of Pentacles. There it is. So that is you coming into an established place of the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. Sovereignty, right? Complete balance of your feminine and your masculine, and or calling in whomever it is that you may think is going to be a better fit for you at this time. Someone that is more grounded in what it is that you need for this union. The Nine of Wands is here, and so that means that this is the standing guard for the beasts that don't belong. No longer putting out a side of yourself, no longer cutting out or editing who you were. You can stand guard whole, that you are the other part of you, right? Like the two sides of you, the King and the Queen of Cups, the emotional stability and the emotional capacity. You can stand there and be in your own company. Nine is managing of the suit that it represents, and this is the management of your actions up until this point, right? Taking responsibility. Yeah, okay. Anything else? This looks like a departure. This looks like I said, no longer carrying the weight of someone else. Anything else? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Yep, there it is. The cup of love in the center of you. The divine grace that wells up from within, right? This is the fountain of youth that is within you. The wellspring of abundance that is clarity and knowing yourself. There's nothing better than that. Owning yourself, belonging to yourself. And even if it's a new experience, even if it's something that you're not accustomed to, or if you're doing it again for the first time in a long time, there's going to be many blessings. The bird drops the fish in the cup. And you then know carefully, again, we see another 9, how to manage and take care of your own contentment. And you have a greater sense of responsibility because you recognize what could have been. And you're super grateful that you turned the course or changed course when you did. 11:11, homecoming to yourself. Yeah. Right. Maybe you change home. Maybe you do something different in the home. Maybe you bless your space. Maybe you kick someone out and reclaim your home. Maybe you take a pilgrimage that journey takes you to a new idea of what home shall feel like, right? If you go visit another culture, you can take on their culture and better get a handle on what you need to feel grounded and whole. I think that, oh wait, I want to use this oracle. I'll come back. Gonna close your message out with wisdom of the ocean. No, ocean of wisdom oracle cards for Cancer. Please and thank you. Just one, please. For Cancer. Just one, please. Right. No, I don't get one. I get coral crown. Forgive yourself. All right. Do you hear me? Forgive yourself and others. Freeing yourself from the burdens of the past. Yeah, we can see that here. Perhaps this person that you are connected to, this wands figure, this wand, perhaps when you connected and you started this journey with them, there were some things that they really lifted you up from. And so there's a great sense of responsibility, but you've changed and you've grown, and outgrowing someone is not something you're meant to feel guilty for. All you're here to do is grow. Okay. So forgive yourself and others, freeing yourself from the burdens of the past. That's the coral crown. And this is the crown. Like we can see that. I told you, you're being crowned by something. We saw that here. She is bowing. He is bowing. Here's the crown being brought. Forgive yourself and others, freeing yourself from the burdens of the past. Next, the underwater caves. Find strength in surrender, allowing life to unfold with grace and acceptance. That is right here. This Ace of Cups, this fish, this new life force. Yeah, I love that. I absolutely love that for you. Okay, I leave it there. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how you do. And until the next time I see you. Ciao.